themselves back to even the score. We've got a new ball game here now.
And really all the momentum is theirs, making such a strong comeback. So I think you've got to really feel good about their chances the rest of the way.
Back to Collison. Out to the right wing. Curry attacking. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Last season at both sides of the coin for the Wizards, started out very hot, but then just could not keep it going.
Well, you know, the start was extremely hot. 19-6, which tied a franchise best, that record. After that, though, they played close to 500 ball the rest of the time.
And the Wizards are going with a whole new group out there now.
And the Wizards really struggled post-All-Star break, playing under 500. Still, though, they seem to pull things together at the very end and on into the postseason.
And there's the call on the name. That's his first foul.
Boy, a sluggish, muddy start to the second half. Still scoreless.
James Anderson, he's checked in for Curry. Cousins against Dudley. The shot by Collison. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Collison's got his second basket.
Well, there's no denying it. The Wizards had some bumps, and you mentioned that. Some weeks they look like a lottery team. Then the next, they look like a title contender. They knew how to make the most of their games when they did get hot.
Here's Oubre, and he dunks it down.
Hang time on that rim puts a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
It's a tight ball game, and those displays of strength, Clark, can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
And also the other on its heels. Let's see how this one turns out.
Now here's Dudley. He's tightly guarded. Wall draws the double. The pass to Beal. Back to Wall. And he goes in for the dunk.
And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
Caspi, he's checked in for Sacramento. Knocked loose, and it's out of bounds to the Wizards as Washington retains possession.
Well, close to picking that one off.
Still a nice play to make sure that pass didn't reach its target.
And stolen by Cousins. And now the fast break Anderson with the ball. Shoots from the line. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Caspi's got 7 points in the game.
Sacramento didn't have a free-flowing offense, and they wanted to get up and down, and it showed in their play, transitioning from stagnant to free-flowing.
Washington calls timeout. Sacramento, a team that is likely to put it on the floor to attack. We saw that last year. They have no problem creating with player movement versus ball movement, which is something which is a nice way to kind of begin the transition.
It is, and Kevin, they were dead last in the league in terms of catch-and-shoot field goal attempts. Also near the bottom in catch-and-shoot field goal percentage, so they might have been justified in that.
Quincy Aces checked in for Sacramento. It's Wall with the drive. Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession.
And really just a lack of awareness on his part. Just no idea he was right near the line.
Sacramento's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Oubre with the steal. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Collison against Wall. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket.
He's not exactly striping them from deep. He had 1 3-ball in the first half. Still bagels in the second.
And yes, sir, that one drops. Now it's a 5-point Kings lead.
What are you going to do defensively? Such separation with the height advantage in that matchup.
There's Beal with the 3. Rebound by Caspi.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That's his first foul. Sacramento making a switch here. Koufos is checked in. Here's Caspi. Takes a big height bounce and goes in. Caspi's got 12.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Now here's Wall. He's got 9. Inside. And so the ball out of bounds. Beal touched it last.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. Terrible turnover.
Morris is checked in for the Wizards. Curry's checked in for Sacramento. Sacramento leading by 7. And it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way.
Well, I think that pass caught him off guard, but he showed us board hands, too.
We've got 1:48 left in the third quarter of the game. There's a screen by Gortat. The 3 from Dudley. Rebound by the Kings.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there. And I'm sure he appreciated it. And guys, one thing that was obvious to me, last year the Wizards really matured as a team. I mean, they played as if they expected to win instead of a group kind of coming into their own. I thought they just showed a lot more composure and maturity on the court.
And Washington making a change here. Oubre's checked in. Soft touch off the glass. Oubre's got 6 here in this quarter. Sacramento's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. They double team Curry. He kicks to Koufos. Curry against Wall. The shot by Curry, no good. As you said, the Wizards did look more mature last year on the floor with their play. They made sure to add veterans to achieve that.
And not just any veteran, but a future Hall of Famer in Paul Pierce. I mean, his presence on the team, I think, really is what propelled him to achieve new heights. And it also went beyond just Paul Pierce. That roster had a combined 490 playoff games. And that playoff veteran leadership, I felt, really helped this young core to grow.
Oubre can't get it to go.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team. It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Curry, good.
Seth Curry.
Wizards trail by 8.
And if they're smart, they can hold it for the last shot.
To me, that's got to be the target. Make sure you manage the clock effectively so you do get the last shot.
Pass to Oubre. They swipe it. And we've reached the end of the third. Kings lead by 8. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sport. Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play should begin momentarily. Kings leading now by 8. On the floor for Sacramento, we've got Rudy Gay. Anderson is out there with Curry. Then there's Cauley-Stein, and it's Cousins in at the 4 slot.
He's really slowed down a bit here in the second half. He hasn't converted a 3 yet after the tremendous first half he had.
Kicks to Temple. 6 on the shot clock. Stolen by Gay. Oh, and here comes Anderson all alone. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. And the Kings lead by 10.
You have got to be kidding me.
Clark, talk about taking things in your own hands.
I tell you what, that's one of those plays where you want to get credit for not only the bucket, but also the assist.
Grown man's power flush with the long hang on the rim at the end of it.
Clark, that could be a catalyst for him.
I think you're right.
And we've seen those kinds of plays get them fired up in the past.
Passes it to Temple. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. And with that shot, the Kings lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Sessions.
Back at you. I mean, they immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading spray guns from long range. Trading blows from behind the arc.
And so here's Sacramento. Cousins dishes to Anderson. Three-pointer. No good from Cousins. Wizards trail by 8. Dishes it to Temple. A 3-ball, and so it looks like Washington will retain possession here. Darren Collison is checked in for Curry. And the Wizards with possession. And Dudley kicks to Oubre. 4 on the clock. Wants to get it to Dudley and does. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
And as a coach, that's the kind of turnover that drives you nuts.
And, Greg, there's no reason for that turnover to happen.
Look at that jam. Beautiful.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, but if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
And that last replay courtesy of Keith Wall.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend. Take it to the hoop.
And how, Clark. Brilliant throwdown.
Just exerting his authority on that play.
Excellent feed from DC, Darren Collison.
Wizards trail by 8. And there's the foul, and Darren Collison picks it up. That's his first foul.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Wall attacking. Look at that. It's not possible what we just said. Clark, is that possible?
Not probable, but it is possible, partner. It is possible.
And think about it, guys. That's
smokes.
one of the few guys in the entire league who can pull off something like that.
Collison kicks to Cauley-Stein. That falls. Great assist by Darren Collison. And that's now 7 points for Willie Cauley-Stein.
Wizards timeout called.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over.
And you know what? I think he thinks he can make a few improvements to how things are going on right now.
Yeah, and you know, coaches always are looking for ways to tweak things and change it up a little bit, no matter what the situation is. That's what coaches do.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Hi, Kevin. Randy Whitman was just going over the plan with his team. They're getting outshot from the perimeter. He told them, we've got to close out faster on the outside shooters. These threes are killing us. Kevin, can they tighten their D?
To the wing on the left. It's Curry with the drive. From the wing, again, Sacramento.
After what was just a horrendous shooting performance in the first half, they finally started to find their stroke.
And amazing that they hold the lead with how poorly they shot in the first half, but they've defended at a high level and remain in control. The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
And oh, here we go. Gay's got it, the fast break chance. And Cauley-Stein throws it down.
That very well may put the finishing touch on this one. Not at all the time to get sloppy with the basketball.
And how about the killer instinct on that possession? Not running the clock, but pushing the ball and tacking points onto the rim.
It's tipped. And now the Kings fast break. Curry's got the ball. The dish to Cauley-Stein. There's the feed to Curry. We've got 1:18 left to play. And now, Clark, that is just ridiculous.
Absolutely filthy. I don't
come
remember
on.
ever seeing a dunk like that in a game. I certainly can't remember the last time.